Okay, folks. Listen, this is a live stream, and I'm not really going to be interacting with the viewers too much in this video. I'm just going to show some, you know, really good information that needs to be known, and it has to do with birthday, okay? Because you will see why, you know, the Antichrist is Elvis, okay, and how it all connects to uh, the birthday and to the twin, all right? Because see, Elvis had an identical twin that died at birth or was sacrificed or whatever the heck, but he had an identical twin, and I've shown all the connections to his birthday, like the meaning of it. So you have to watch my other videos under the live stream section on this channel to fully grasp what I'm showing, especially if you're new to the channel. Anyway, so I have two predictions that on June 11th, there's going to be some type of spectacular event in Washington State, mainly in Seattle, King County area. Okay, so get out of Washington State before June 11th. But if you can't get out of all of Washington State, at least go as far away possible from the water and from uh, King County. All right, now, yeah, stay away from the west side of Washington. That's for sure. And on June 11th. So, and my other predictions that on August 4th, Trump gets his head wound because Trump is the replacement twin for Elvis's identical twin that died at birth. So Trump gets his head wound on August 4th in Ohio. He survives that head wound, and then Elvis somehow is connected to this June 11th spectacular event in Seattle, King County, Washington State. You understand? Okay. And like I said, eventually, somehow, Elvis, his image, his name, or the number of his name gets connected to the mark of the beast. Okay? Uh, Elvis is the real. It's like Batman and the Bruce Wayne character. They're the same person, but two different identities, kind of. You get what I'm saying? That's what that is. Elvis is Batman, and Trump is the Bruce Wayne character. All right. Elvis is the Antichrist. Batman is. Trump is the image of the Antichrist. Anyway, everything they do is mockery of God. Just understand that, okay? And and yes, for the new people, Obama plays a big part in this charade because he's born on August 4th. That's the day Trump gets his head wound. And that's why he was president before Trump. It's all connected. Okay, now, so I told you it's all about the twin, right? Like I said, I'm not going to show all the connections. I just want to show this one particular connection before I show you what this video is about. That, the Twin Towers falling it was all for Elvis, okay? That's what it was all about. It has to do with the twin, right? Because Elvis's identical twin died at birth or was sacrificed. And from Elvis's birthday, the day he's born, okay, to the exact day that 9/11 happened was 66 years, 8 months, and 4 days, okay? 66 years, 8 months, and 4 days. And by the way, I ran out of paper, so man, where can I? How can I show this here? Hold on, folks. Darn it. Okay. Anyway, let me just show this. So from Elvis's birthday to 9/11 was 66 years, 8 months, 4 days. And I told you that Trump gets his head one on 8/4, right? Anyway, so look at this. The word twin. All right, the word twin equals 66, 21, and backwards is 42, 24. I'll explain why this is so important, the bottom numbers, the totals. But 66, 21. And you remember from Elvis's birthday to 9/11, when the Twin Towers fell, was 66 years, okay? And then when did it happen? The year. It was 2001. See, it's 2-1. You get what I'm saying? The zeros can be zeros and they can be invisible. Do you get it? So it was 66 years in the year 2001. And how old was Elvis when he had died back in 77? 42. And how many years after the year he died to 9/11 was 24 years. You see how it's right there, everything? So 66 years after Elvis was born, that's when the Twin Towers fell. Happened in 2001, you have the 21. He was 42 years old when he died, so he's still 42, right? You get what I'm saying? When he died, I mean, he died at 42, but it was 66 years after his birth. And then uh, uh, 24 years after he had died at the age of 42, is 9/11 happened. Do you get what I'm saying? It's all right in the, and plus, next year is 2024. Next year is 2024. So you got the 24 in there, right? All right. So, and anyway, when am I predicting this 9/11? I mean, 9/11 was the first 9/11. The second 9/11 is going to be the upside down 9/11, which I had when I was predicting 6/11. It had nothing to do with it being the upside down 9/11. I explained how it all came to be. It was all supernatural. It had nothing to do with the upside down 9/11. But anyway, so June 11th is the event in Seattle. Would you look at this? If you added up all the numbers between 1 through 11, it would be 66. If you add up all the numbers between 1 through 6, it's 21. You see that? 6621 is the word twin. All right? And it connects to the 611. All right? So, and I've shown how all the 9/11 is connected to the 6/11, and you'll see it maybe in this video. Let me tell you what happened. I was supposed to go through all my cards. I didn't do it. I got distracted again. You know, I had a phone call and I got distracted. So, and I promised you guys I would come back at this time. So it's not ready, but I'm going to do the video anyway. That's why I'm kind of little, you know, all over the place a little bit here. Anyway, so let's get started. So, like I said, I just showed you, you know, the connections here. And notice that that the word twin ends with an 87. Okay, and you'll see why that's important in a moment. All right, where am I here? All right, now listen. Something just this past year, I mean, just this past August 8th, listen, on August 8th, every year, I guess in this astrology nonsense, you have this thing called the Lion's Portal, all right? Let's ask Google when this Lion's Portal is. What day is the Lion's Portal?
August 8th, according to Hindustan Times, the Lion's Gate.
So August 8th is like, I guess, the main maximum exposure date for this Lion's Portal. And you know, August is the sign of the lion, whatever. Leo, which is the ELO. L means God with a crown. Get it? You understand? I've been telling you guys that, how important it is. So, let me tell you what happened, okay? But before I show that, let me just show you this first. Darn it, I forgot to type it up here. Hold on one second. Let me just show you this. The word birthday, let me show you what it equals before I get into this video here. You're going to see how important this is in a moment. So the word birthday, and by the way, my screen on my phone is all broken. So the word birthday, okay, look what it equals. It equals 87, 42, 129, 48 backwards. All you have to remember right now is the 87, 42. So remember, Elvis died at the age of 42, right? And I told you twin ended with the 87 number, right? And why am I showing this? Hold on. Oh, the 8742. Pay attention to the 8742, which means birthday, right? And I told you that that if you know my videos, you know that the 3773 has to do with the letters EL. 3 and 7 looks like EL if you turn it. EL means God in Hebrew. That's why it's so important, this EL. And look, on that day, on 8/8/2023, if you started from the first of the, like 2,000 years ago when the 0000 date, because there's no 000 on the calendar. It starts with the year one. Okay, so the very first year, you know, in AD or whatever you call it, you know, uh, so from that day to 8/8/2023 on the time and date calculator, you get 73, which is the EL, remember? And then 8742. And I just told you that 8742 is the word birthday, okay? Now, you'll understand why I'm showing that in a moment. That was just the beginning. Basically, this whole thing is about the word birthday, okay? And you'll see why. So, anyone who got in late to the video, you're not going to understand. You got to start from the beginning. All right, look. So when Elvis was born on January 8, 1935, to that 8/8 day when I just showed you that that it was the Lionsgate Portal Day 8/8 every year, right? But this particular one is important because it has the 8742 connection with the EL because it was the birthday, right? So on that, from Elvis's birthday, the exact day he's born, look at the exact amount of days. And so it's 88 years and 7 months exactly. 887. Okay? Up to that Lionsgate Portal Day, which is that birthday thing. And see, the Antichrist equals 154. And the 154th prime is 887. See, it's exactly 887. See that? All right? See, that's why it's a very important, that particular day. All right? And but really, this is not even about that 8/8 day. I was just trying to show you that that the word birthday, that 73, I mean the 8742 for the word birthday. Let me show that one more time here before I move on and try to explain this all. You have no idea how difficult it is to to explain all this, okay? So remember that birthday equaled 8742, okay? Now, where was I here? Give me a second, folks, to focus on this. All right, but first, let me go back to the twin thing for a moment, because I'm going to connect it to that birthday, that Lionsgate Portal Day that I was just showing you. So remember, the word twin equals 6621, right? And I told you from Elvis's birthday to 9/11 was 66 years, and the 2001 is the 2/1. Get it? If you take out the zeros. But check this out. From the day Elvis was born, see, Elvis, everything to do with Elvis has to do with the needle. And I told you that Trump is the replacement twin for Elvis's identical twin that died. And who brought out the needle? It was Trump. See? And everything to do with Elvis has to do with the needle. Elvis was the first famous person to take a needle on live television. He did it on Bill Gates' first birthday on October 28, 1956. And what does Bill Gates do? He promotes the you know what, right? And he was born in Seattle, Bill Gates. All right, so there's the connection to the needle because the Space Needle is in Seattle. So Elvis took a needle on live television. He was the first famous person to do it. Okay, and you're going to see what I'm about to show in a minute. So that same year, and oh, by the way, how did we hear Elvis? Because, Satan is the prince of the power of the air. How do you hear Elvis? Through the airwaves, right? And what else did you hear him? Through the record. And the record has the arm and the needle. And it has and the spinning thing with the needle that sticks up, kind of like the pole, just like the Space Needle in Seattle. All right, it has the thing in the middle, and it looks like the top of it looks like the record player. Okay. Anyway, so from the day Elvis was born to the day Elvis took the needle, look at what it was, okay? I'll show you why I'm showing this in a minute. So from Elvis's birthday to 9/11, let me turn this around, see it better for a moment. Hold on one second. So from Elvis's, the day he was born to the day he took the needle, it was 21 years. See, the 21. I'll show you in a moment what I'm about to show. So when he took that needle, it was 21 years, and that's what this 21%, see, when this is a percentage. So the 21 stands for the 21 years, basically, and then you have 82.19%. See, Seattle equals 8219 in gematria. So you have the 8219 connecting to Seattle. So it's all about the needle, and I told you it's all about the Seattle Space Needle, because the Space Needle equals fallen angel. And Lucifer, who Elvis represents, is a fallen angel, you understand? Who turned into Satan. But anyway, so it's 21 years, right? Now, Seattle is in Washington, right? Oh, before I show that, yeah, I was going to connect it to that portal day, right? Because it's connected to the birthday, that portal day on 8/8/2023. It was connecting to that birthday, right? Number 8742, the birthday number. Anyway, but right here, I'm connecting it to the twin, right? Because it's 6621, the twin. And so it was 21 years from Elvis, when Elvis was born to the day he took the needle was 21 years, right? So where's the 66 connection? So from, the sunlight is messing up this whole video, folks. I apologize. So from the day Elvis took the needle to that portal day, the Lionsgate portal day, which connected to the word birthday, look, it's 66 years, 9 months, 11 days. I mean, can you believe that? And now, if you think that's a coincidence, remember, this was on 10/28, he took that needle, Elvis. 10/28, right? And look at this, from 9/11, and remember, from Elvis's birthday to 9/11 was 66 years. From 9/11, that day to that Lionsgate portal day, look at that. It's 21 years, 10 months, 28 days if you don't add the day, but up to that day, it's 29 if you don't. But look, 10/28, 10/28. You see what I'm saying? 6621 is the word twin. And it was 21 years after Elvis, when Elvis was born, 21 years up to this day. Does that make sense what I'm saying? And then from 9/11 to the portal day was 21 years. Do you understand what I'm saying or not? Is there anyone not getting that? What I just showed? Did anyone not get that? Did anyone not get that? Because I will repeat it if you didn't get it. Because I just want to make sure. All right. So, anyway, but that doesn't end there. Okay. Remember, we're talking about the 6621. So from Elvis's birthday to 10/28/1956, when Elvis took the needle, was 21 years. And then from Elvis's birthday to 9/11 was 66 years. So you have the 6621, which is the word twin, right? Twin equals 6621/87, right? And then from that day, the needle day, to the Lionsgate portal day was 66 years. And then from 9/11, because it connects to the 9/11 because it's 66 years, 9 months, 11 days. Yeah, I'm getting all mixed up now. Anyway, it's the 66 and 21 here also. All right. Now, so remember, this was Elvis Needle Day, right? And I told you from Elvis's birthday to the needle day was 21 years. So now, what would happen if you went back from the needle day backwards 66 years? Where would it land? Look where it lands. this particular day, 66 years before that, look what it lands on, see? So Washington was founded on 11/11/1889. So 66 years, 11 months before Elvis took the needle, you see, it lands on Washington founding year. You see? And Elvis, he's born on 1/8, and he's going to turn 89 next year, see, when all these events happen. But anyway, the point I'm trying to make is that that it's connected to 66 years to that year that he took the needle. That's all I'm saying. So remember, from Elvis's birthday to that needle day was 21 years. From this day backwards is 66 years to the day Washington was founded. You see? You see how it all connects, the pieces of the puzzle? To the twin, because twin equals 6621. And how it connected to that Lionsgate portal day, which connects to the birthday. You'll see how it all connects to the birthday in a moment. This was just a little bit of introduction to the birthday connection, okay? And so get ready. So here comes the birthday information. I know I confused a lot of people probably with that beginning stuff, but it had to be shown, and I told you I wasn't well prepared. But here we go. All right, now listen. I told you that the word birthday, it equals 8742. And let me show you this. Let's start with this. Like I said, I don't know where I'm starting here, but let's just keep going, man. Like I said, I'm not well prepared at the moment. So from Elvis's birthday, the day he's born, if you go forward 8,742 days, which is the word birthday, remember, birthday equals 8742. From Elvis's birthday to 1214, which just happens to be George Washington's death date, 1214, it lands on 8,742 days. So if you went forward 8,742 days from Elvis's birthday, it lands on Washington's death date. And I told you that that's where Seattle is, in Washington, right? And Elvis was known as the king, and Seattle's in King County, right? Now, if you went backwards from Elvis's birthday, it lands on 2/2. And 2/2 is the 33rd day of the year. And I told you that 33 is super important because it has to do with, that Jesus rose from the dead at 33. It's the number of ascension. He was crucified and rose from the dead. That's why the 33 is such a big deal. And also notice that it's the 2/2. I mean, yeah, remember the year 22, I was showing you how it landed. No, I'm sorry. You'll see how the 22 comes into play later. But anyway, the one thing you should just pay attention to is from Elvis's birthday to 1214. That's what's important, okay? That it's the birthday number, okay? And listen, so remember, that was from Elvis's birthday. That was from Elvis's birthday and it landed on 1214. Oh! Stupid! This is some kind of Three Stooges episode, man. Stupid. I keep hitting it with my pen when I'm trying to show it. Anyway, so from Elvis's birthday to 1214 was 8,742 days, right? The birthday number, 8,742. But if you went from the first of the year, it lands on 12/7. And why is this important? Remember, I told you everything connects to these big events. Why is this important? Because look, watch this. Just remember the 127 number. Watch this. So it just so happens that 9/11, okay, its prime numbers, the 9th prime number is 23, the 11th prime number is 31, the 20th prime number is 71, and the first prime number, because it's 01, right? The first prime number is 2, it equals 127. And when did Pearl Harbor happen? The attack? 12/7/41. Look at that. 127/41. And what are the two? Man, I'm going to lose my mind. You understand how incredible that is, what I'm showing you? All right, pay attention. What is the two biggest terrorist attacks that happened to America? What was the biggest attacks on America?
According to start.uk.
I can't find. What is that? I used to, every time I asked it. Oh my God! What would I ask all the time? The two biggest terrorist attacks in America. I can't believe this. It's just unreal. I asked that question 50 times, and they would say 9/11 and Pearl Harbor. Now I can't get it to say it. What do I have to ask? Two. Oh. What do I have to ask? Usually they say it right away. Anyway, the two biggest attacks on American soil. That's what I think I have to say. What is the two biggest attacks on American soil?
According to Digital Public Library of America, attacks on American soil, Pearl Harbor in September 11th.
So Pearl Harbor is September 11th, okay? So now when you look at this, folks, do you understand what you're seeing? Okay? Pearl Harbor attack was on 12/7/41. You have 9/11's prime numbers as 127, and then 9/11/20/01 equals 41. So you have right there the two biggest attacks, right? And then, and remember, I told you everything that connects to 9/11 and all that stuff is going to connect to 6/11. From Elvis's birthday to Pearl Harbor Day, look at the amount of days, will you? 6 years and 11 months exactly. And I told you this 6/11 is going to be struck. Seattle's going to get struck, man. Are you looking at what I'm showing you? It's exactly 6 years and 11 months on the dot. Okay? Do you understand what I'm showing you? Okay? What is this? Let me see what I'm showing here. And you know my birthday is connected to this, right? Look, Pearl Harbor attack was on 12/7/41, right? The 12th prime number is 37. That's the EL. Okay? The EL. The 12th prime number is 37. That's the EL. My birthday is 9/4. Now, if you use the time and date calculator, pay attention. When you use the time and date calculator, you can add a day. I mean, you can add the day or not add the day. And then there's a leap year. So if you went up to my birthday from the first of the year to 9/4, my birthday, it would be 246 days if you don't add the day, 247 if you add the day, and 248 on leap year. So if you add all three of those up, it's 741, my birthday. And look at that. EL and then 741. See what I mean? Because I told you everything connects to my birthday, man. You understand? All right? Now, anyway, that's what I was showing, what I was trying to explain. Now, and remember, I told you everything has to do with the word EL, which means God. So 127. Remember, we're talking about the 127, right? Because remember how it all started? How we started with the 127 was the fact that from the first of the year to 12/7 is the birthday number, 8742. So the 12th prime number, which is, you get it, 127. The 12th prime number is 37. The 7th prime number is 17. 37, 17. Look, EL equals 17 forward, 37 backwards. See what I mean? Okay, that's another connection to what's going on with this 9/11, right? And what buildings fell on 9/11? What were the building numbers that fell, that collapsed? Was the 1, the 2, and the 7. Are you understanding what I'm showing you? Is there anybody here who doesn't understand this? And if you still think it doesn't connect to 6/11, pay attention. The prime numbers for 9/11, remember, was 41 and 127. 6/11 is the next 9/11. The 6th prime number is 13. The 11th prime number is 31. Then when you take these two numbers, the 13th prime number is 41, the 31st prime number is 127. And what do you see there? 41 and 127, that's 911. See? Are you understanding what I'm showing you here? That's the 911 connection, connecting to the 611, its prime numbers. Then you take its prime numbers, 13th, 41, 31st, 127. And 44 equals the word kill, you see? And that's, you know, and 16-8, that's the day Elvis died, 8/16. If you say it backwards like they do in the UK. I mean, can you believe what I'm showing you? And wait, you remember I told you that birthday equals 8742, right? All right. And is it just a coincidence that, look at this, 8742, if you say it backwards, it's 2478, and that's my birthday, the 247th day of the year, and on leap year, it's the 248th day. And I was born on a leap year. See? You think that's a coincidence? 2478, 8742. Wake up, people. Wake the hell up. All right? And insurrection. Insurrection Day, right? It happened on 1/6, and 1/6. It's kind of like, because Elvis was born in the first month, Trump's born in the 6th month, so there's your 1/6 connection right there. But from that day to that Lionsgate portal day, because I told you I'm born on 9/4, but it lands on 9/5 because of the leap year. Look, even from that insurrection day, and insurrection equals the exact same as resurrection in gematria, exact same numbers. So insurrection means resurrection. So 1/6/2021 was the insurrection up to that Lionsgate portal day on 8/8 was 945 days. So there's another connection to that day of the day that birthday numbers were. Yeah, I told you that I'm connected to this. I had to be, the Neo connection had to be there. Anyway, so let me now that we got all that out of the way, remember, birthday equals 8742. Now pay attention, folks. Look at what I'm about to show you. Okay. So from Elvis's birthday, where am I? Okay. So watch this. So remember, birthday equals 8742, okay? Pay attention. So from the first of the year, I'm sorry, I'm looking at all these other numbers. I'm getting confused now. From Elvis's birthday, the day he's born, to the day he died is 42 years. Then from that day to 2022, the 45-year death anniversary, okay, was 87 years. And the reason I'm showing that, okay, folks, pay attention, all right? Because, see, on 8/16, his 45-year death anniversary, I'm sorry, I don't know if I even said what I just said, but from Elvis's birthday to 8/16, his death date, it was 42 years. From his death date to his 45-year death anniversary, on this day, 8/16/2022, when he turned 45 years dead, that was the day that the fuse was lit. They lit the fuse. The trigger is now set. Because from that day, August 16, 2022, to next June 11, 2024, is 666 days. All right? The fuse is lit. That's it. That's all you have to know, is that the fuse is lit. All right? So that's why that day is so important. And that's why when I tell you that, remember, birthday equals 8742, okay? And I'm showing you that 42 and 45, and Trump is the 45th president, right? So you have what's in between the 87 and 42 is the 45. So birthday is 87.42. What's in between it is the 45, right? Now, and oh, and look, it just so happens from the date, from that date that Elvis died to the 45-year anniversary, look at the percentage of the amount of days was 87.66%, 8,766, which is the word twin, remember? 87.66, the totals, you know? But anyway, so you'll see it all come together. Right now it sounds confusing, but hold on. All right, let's do a little bit of a shorter explanation here. So remember birthday has that 87 number, right? And look, the total is 129, and even the backwards number is 129. Look at this. From the day Elvis was born, from the day Washington was founded, because that's where Seattle is, the Washington founding date to when Elvis turned 42 years old in 1977, because see, Elvis died on August 16th, 1977 at the age 42. So when Elvis turned 42 exactly, okay, it's 87 years, 1 month, and 29 days. 87 years, 1 month, 29 days. From Washington's founding date to the day Elvis turned 42 in 1977. So look at what you have here. You have the 129. He was 42 years old, and you have the 87 years. Are you paying attention? 87 years from Washington State being founded. Elvis became 42 years old that day, and you have the 129, which is 1 month, 29 days. Are you getting it? All right. And now, so here's another great coincidence. From Washington's founding date to the day Elvis was born is 45 years, 1 month, 29 days, right? But look, it's the 45. What's in between 42 and 87 is the 45. So it just so happens from the day Washington was founded to Elvis's birthday is 45 years. And then he died 42 years later. Well, this is his birthday, but he died that same year. Okay? This was his birthday. But it doesn't matter. The point is, it was still 42 years later. It still would be 87. Okay. Now, here's the day Elvis died. Look at this. Okay, let me move this up a little. Let's see if. Okay, look. So Washington was founded, right, on 11/11/1889 to the day Elvis died at the age of 42. And I told you birthday equals 87.42. 87 years, he died at age 42, right? Now look at the number. Look at the number. First of all, 9 and 6 is a crown number because the 69 is a circle. Anytime you see 9, 6, it's a circle. 9 plus 6 is 15. The 15th letter of the alphabet is the circle, the crown, the O. The 15th letter of the alphabet. So anyway, so you have the crown on the 87. But look, 87 years, right? This is the percentage for the amount of days of 87 years, 9 months, 6 days. And look at this. It's 82.19%. Seattle equals 82.19. See? Again, just a great coincidence, right? 87.42 is the word birthday. Seattle, 82.19. You have a crown. You know, see what I'm saying here? And that same year that Elvis turned 42 and he died at the age of 42, in between all that same year, there was a horse on June 11th. There's a horse called Seattle Slew that won the most prestigious race in horse racing, which is the Sport of Kings horse racing. It was called the Triple Crown. Imagine, do you understand how impossible this is? A horse that's called Seattle Slew. They're going to slew Seattle on June 11th. They're telling you to your face, man. Anyway, I don't know what to tell you, folks. You know, I guess I'll just keep going with this, even though it's pointless. It's pointless. Because, anyway, you know that George Bush was the first 9/11 president, right? He was born on 6. George Bush Jr. was the 9/11 president. He was born on 7/6, George Bush. From George Bush's birthday to 6/11 is 8,742 days. That's the word birthday, 8,742. And notice it's 11 months, 6 days. Look at that. In between their birthday. I mean, in between the George Bush Jr.'s birthday and 6/11. See? You know, I'm just saying, another, great coincidence, right? And you know what I didn't write? I'll just tell you now. I'll tell you exactly what it is. Hold on. It is between George Bush Jr.'s birthday and the day Elvis died, 8/16, is 42 days. And Elvis died at the age of 42. See what I mean? So remember, Elvis died on 8/16. From 7/6 to 8/16 is 42 days. And from 7/6 to 6/11 is 11 months, 6 days. It's the backwards of 6/11. You see what I'm saying? 8742. Anyway, man, there's so much more. I don't know where to start. But anyway, Elvis, when he died on August 16th, this has a connection to the 8742, the birthday. Check it out. Pay attention. Remember, we're talking about 87 and 42. Elvis died at the age of 42, right? And birthday equals 8742. 87 days is 2 months and 28 days if you start, before February. I mean, yeah, before March, because you know how February has a couple of days less. That's so 87 days is 2 months, 28 days. All right. Elvis died on 8/16, the 228th day of the year. I guess that's just another coincidence, right? Is it just another coincidence? So remember, he died at 42 on 8/16. 8/16 is the 228th day of the year, 87 days. 8742 is the word birthday. You see that? Okay. And who died on 4/4? 4/4, MLK was killed, but it was a leap year, so it's technically not 87 days. But look at, on a regular year, Elvis' birthday to Martin Luther King, get it? Because Elvis is known as the King. From Elvis' birthday to 4/4, it's 87 days. On a leap year, it's 88. But look, it's 2 months, 28 days, remember? And look, if you add that up, it's 512. E is the 5th letter, L is the 12th letter. Look at that, 512, see? See what I mean? And I always tell you guys about the PP, right? The PP is the 16th letter of the alphabet, right? 16 is 16, PP, right? Well, there's other things you can do with that, but but anyway, the PP is super important to this puzzle, right? And look, remember Elvis died on 8/16, which is the 228th day of the year. If you went from the first of the year to the date 228, look at that, 16.16%. Look at that. See what I mean? Everything has a connection to each other, And Washington was founded on 11/11. From 11/11 to 1/8, Elvis's birthday is 16.16%. See, it's the same amount of days. You know, you know. Anyway, and also from Elvis's birthday to 611, if you went forward 1616 days, it lands on 611. You know, because it's the PP, the 1616. Because everything is about the 1616. I mean, the two 16s. Because June 11th is the 162nd day of the year, so that would be 16 twice, 16-2. Get it? 162. And August 4th is the 216, 216th day. Says 216. It's the PP. It's the 216, 16 twos. P is the 16th letter, right? And you know that Trump is the 44, 45 president, right? And Obama's the 44th president, but Trump is the 44th person to become president, 45th actual president. And if you went from the first of the year to Washington State being founded on 11/11, so from the first of the year to 11/11, it's 45 weeks. But from Elvis's birthday to 11/11, it's 44 weeks. See, it's that 44-45 connection with that. And you know, and I told you that Trump's gonna get his head one on 8-4. Look, 44 weeks is 84%. See that? And I told you, you know, that from Elvis's birthday to 11/11 is 44 weeks. From the first of the year to 11/11 is 45 weeks. So you know, that's it, folks. Really, I don't have much more. The square root of 8742 lands around my birthday. See, 8742 is 93.4 or 9.4. It's closer to 9.4 or 9.5. I'm sorry. I don't know what I'm saying. 93, 94, whatever it is. But it's close to the birthday. Anyway, and the last thing, which is not that big of a deal again, but remember Elvis died at the age of 42. From 4/2 to 11/11 is 224 days. Yeah, 224. So, and 11/11, that's when Washington was founded, you know, and Elvis died at age 42. Yeah. Anyway, there's much more I could show you, you know, like from Elvis's birthday to 6/11. If you don't add the day, it's 154 days. Then if you took that day from 6/11 and added 11/11, it would be 154 days. So from Elvis's birthday to 6/11, if you don't add the day, but up to that day, it's 6/11. I mean, it's 154. And the reason the 154 is so important is the Antichrist equals 154. See? And then so then from that day, from Elvis's birthday to 6/11, 154 days. If you don't add the day, then from 6/11 to 11/11 is 154 days. If you add the day, see, it's all connected. But anyway, folks, that birthday is what's super important. Okay. And like I said, I could have shown you so much more in this puzzle, but you know, it's so convoluted. Folks, it's so convoluted that it just gives you a headache just looking at it. I know people people go crazy. See, what I would have to do is just show the Pearl Harbor and 9/11 connection, and that would be it. Just make one stupid TikTok video and show that, and that would be enough to prove it. You know what I'm saying? Because you know what? I'm going to show that in the end right now, just to reiterate how ridiculous that is, right? That how is this possible? All right, I'm going to show it again. That information. Give me a second here. Give me 1 second. What the heck I did with it? All right. So remember, I showed you that from Elvis's birthday 1/8 to Washington's death date, because Seattle's in Washington, right? George Washington's death date is 12/14, is 8,742 days, and birthday equals 8,742 from Elvis's birthday. You see, all right. Anyway, so that's why I'm just showing you that the 8742 has to do with birthday, right? And then, but that was from Elvis's birthday. Now this is from the first of the year. It lands on 12/7. So we're talking about that 127 must be super important, right? And it connects to the 8742, which is the word birthday, right? Now 127, why is that important? First thing, let's look at this. The 12th prime number is 37 and the 7th prime number is 17. That's the 127 numbers. You see, 1, 2, and 7. 37 and 17 connects to the EL. EL means God in Hebrew. EL equals 17 forward and 37 backwards. So you have a connection. And you know Elvis's address, one of the addresses to Graceland is 3717. It's the backwards of that same number. One of his addresses. He has, I think, 2 addresses for Graceland. But anyway, so it's about the 127. That's what I was showing you, because from the first of the year to 12/7, 127 is 8,742 days. 8742 is the word birthday, right? And look, so it's about the 127. Look, Pearl Harbor happened on 12/7, right? 127 in the year 41. The ninth and the prime numbers for 9/11, 2001. This side is the prime numbers. This is the sequence of the numbers. The ninth prime is 23 and so on. It equals 41 and 127. Look, Pearl Harbor happened on 12741. So you have 12741. Get it? So Pearl Harbor connects to 9/11. And the 2 biggest attacks on American soil was Pearl Harbor and 9/11. Okay? So far. And you know what that means? There's going to be a third. You get it? They do things in threes. You know that. And the 127 is so important. I told you, look, what buildings fell on 9/11? The 1, 2, and 7. I mean, do you understand how ridiculous this is? All right? And if you still think that's a coincidence and it doesn't connect to each other, let me show you this first. That 9/11's prime numbers, I told you, was 127 and 41. And I told you the next 9/11 is on 6/11, which is the upside down 9/11, which is just a coincidence because I had no, when I made that prediction, it had nothing to do with that. But anyway, the 6th prime number is 13, the 11th prime number is 31. Then you take that 13 and 31, the 13th prime number is 41, the 31st prime number is 127. That's exactly 9/11. And its prime numbers, 41 and 127, connecting to the 6/11. All right? Now, and of course, I told you the word kill equals 44. The word anti equals 44. And Elvis died on 8/16. This is 16/8 backwards. But here's where it's the most important right here. After all that, from Elvis's birthday to Pearl Harbor Day, exactly from his birthday is 6 years and 11 months. There's your 6/11. See? That's it. That's it. It's over. You know what I mean? You can't get more perfect than that. It's impossible. All right? It's absolutely impossible. It's just impossible. You can't. And you know, from August 16th to 12/7, look at the amount of days it is. It's 114 days, right? But look at the months and days. 3 months, 22 days from the day Elvis died to 12/7 Pearl Harbor Day. It's the 322, the skull and bones number. And look at this. It's 16 weeks and 2 days. 16 weeks and 2 days. That's the 162 or the 216, right? June 11th is 162, and 216 is August 4th. You see that? And the 322 is very important to this puzzle because I told you that a third of the angels fell, right? And I a long time ago, I showed you this puzzle, not this puzzle, this chart that I had created that had to do with, um, I'm not going to get into it, but look, see, remember the 322? What is it about? Well, check it out. The one, you have the 122, then the 222, get it? 222, and then the 322, which equals 666. See, that's what that's all about, right? And if you don't think that the 222 is so important to this puzzle, pay attention. Um, Elvis is born on 1/8. If you kind of did his numbers backwards, you'd have 8-1, right? But check this out. If you put a crown on it, it would be 810 if the backward number, right? 810 is the 222nd day of the year. And on leap year is 223, but when you're using the time and date calculator, if you go up to a certain day, but don't add the day, it'll show up as the day you land on, but you don't add the day. Just don't add the day. It'll give you a different number because 810 from the first of the year is the 222nd day of the year if you add the day. If you don't add the day, it's 221. So what would happen? It's that 666 again. 221, 222, 223. It would be 666 again. You see what I'm saying? It's the same thing as what I was showing you with 122, 222, 322. So 810. I'm just saying that it's the 222nd day of the year, so it's super important. And from Elvis's birthday to 810 on a leap year is 216 days. Okay? It's 216 days, which is that August 4th thing again, right? And from Elvis's birthday to his death date on a leap year is 222 days. And you know what the percentage is for that? Here's the percentage. Is 60.66% for on a leap year. 222 days on a leap year is 60.66%. Anyway, why was I bringing this up? Now I can't even remember. What the hell was I talking about? What was I talking about before I brought that up? What a dodo. I was looking up, I was saying that from Elvis's death date to the Pearl Harbor day was 3 months and 22 days in between. That's what I was talking about. And then, hold on. And then, hold on. Give me a second here. I'm about to end the video, folks. Interesting that from June 11th to Pearl Harbor Day is 180 days. That's 1/8 with a crown, you see? Another connection there. Man, there's some more, but it's too complicated. And from Elvis's birthday, check this out. I gotta make this the last thing I show here. Hold on. From Elvis's birthday to Pearl Harbor Day, 12/7. I'm not talking about the exact date. From Elvis's exact day to Pearl Harbor Day was 6 months, 11 days. I mean, 6 years, 11 months from Elvis's birthday to the exact days, right? From his birthday to that day, Pearl Harbor. I'm talking about within the same year. What is the amount of days between Elvis's birthday, 1/8 to 12/7? Is 334 days. And why is 334 days so important? Because if you minus 1,000, if you minus 334 from 1,000, is 666. See? See what I'm saying? You see how everything connects Elvis to this 666? It's absolutely impossible, folks, for all these connections. And guess how many hours 334 days is? 334 days is 8,016 hours. Look, Elvis died on 8/16. You can't make this stuff up, man. Do you understand what I'm showing you, man? You can't make this stuff up. It's beyond ridiculous. And that's from Elvis's birthday to 12/7, Pearl Harbor Day. Absolutely unbelievable. And from 12/7 to Elvis's birthday is 33 days. If you add the day. Like from 12/7 to Elvis's birthday, if you add the day, it's 33 days. It's just ridiculous. It will drive you crazy doing these numbers, folks. It will drive you insane. And you know what 33 days is, why it's so important. The percentage is 9.04. That's my birthday. I told you everything has to do with my birthday. I keep telling you that. You think it's a coincidence that, where is that stupid piece of paper? What is that stupid piece of paper? That my birthday, because you know birthday equals 8742, right? The word that if you took the numbers backwards, it would be 2478. 2478. That's my birthday. 247, 248. 247, 248. Get it? That's 9/4. That's my birthday on a leap year. And from the first of the year, to my birthday is 246 days. If you don't add the day, 247. When you add the day and on leap year is 248, total it's 741, right? And that's exactly what I was showing you here with the Pearl Harbor. The 12, the month, the 12th prime number is 37, which is the EL. EL means God in Hebrew, and then you have my birthday, 741. So, you know, which is what I was telling you. But anyway, that's not even important. What's important is the reason you're seeing all these come together, because I told you that it's all has to do with Elvis needing the 9/19, because he's born on 1/8, he needs the 1/9, because 1/9 is the 2.47, the ninth day. All right, the ninth day of the year is 2.47, and that's 9/4 is my birthday, 247. And from Elvis's birthday to 9/11 was 247 days. From Elvis's birthday to 9/11 was 247 days. Anyway, it's a long, like I said, I just can't stop. Once it's going, it's like you can't shut off the brain. It wants to keep going and going and show you all this stuff. It just won't stop. I got to end it. Anyway, just watch all the live streams. Don't watch any of the pre-recorded videos, because those are, I haven't done pre-recorded video for over a year almost. Go watch my live stream section on this channel only. All right? And just keep watching all those videos that I leave up. Anyway, folks, that last video, I'm going to delete that right now. And I'm going to, well, I'll leave that one up for a day. Who knows? But this one you have to watch, right? Wait, Manly P. Hall said Lucifer's number is 741? Seriously? That's crazy. Manly P. Hall says Lucifer's number is, yeah, you piece of. Manly P. Hall says Lucifer's number is 741. Let's see what it says here. Yeah, well, I mean, I see it, but what does it mean? Do you have any idea what that means? I'll have to look that up. I don't remember. But isn't that crazy? That's my birthday, like I said. And it connects to this puzzle. I told you I'm taking Lucifer's crown. I've already told you that. He lost his crown in heaven. And I told you he needs me. I keep telling you guys that. He needs me to take the mark. That's what this whole thing's about. It's about the Triple Crown. Yeah, I see it. I see the number. It's there. I gotta figure out what that's about. You know. And interesting, of course, he's got the man in his name, and Hall equals 33, and he's got the P in the middle. MPH. Ah man. Can't even make this stuff up, man. And that equals 37, I think. M, P, and H is 37. The EL. You know what? I'm going to put that into the calculator real quick. I need to know what that name equals. What kind of nonsense is this? Manly P. Hall. What kind of crap is this? Yeah, it's got interesting numbers, but nothing. Yeah, I see what you're writing about the Strong's Concordance. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, folks. All right. Yeah, I appreciate everyone's input, and I'm sorry that this video didn't come out very smoothly because I told you I just wasn't prepared, and I left out a lot of stuff because I said it was already convoluted, as you can see. If you came in late to the chat, please watch from the beginning, and that way you can grasp. Even though it's convoluted, just take the important information that you see and just use that as your as like I said, if it's too complicated, I can't help that. It had to be shown. All right. Anyway, God bless all of you, and I appreciate everyone's comments. And anyway, end of video. Yes, I appreciate everyone's kind words. God bless you. God bless everyone in the chat. End the video. I'll leave the video up.